Good day, good day, good day. It is Meet the Judges. I'm your host, Wanda Atkins, and today we have Nevin Roach. Thank you so much for being with us today.
It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Yes, so this is the French Panorama 2024. You are judged this year, and we are really, really happy to have you with us.
I am looking forward to the experience. I'm happy to be considered. I have a passion for developing projects. And that is one of the main reasons why when you reached out to me, I didn't hesitate at all actually, and I just accepted the call.
It's really wonderful because these projects came out of the pandemic, quote unquote, pandemic time, and it was a new avenue of communication for this instrument. How did that start for you?
You mean the Panograma
Yeah,
competition?
yeah. For example, because it's behind you, it's all around you. It's you are.
All right. Well, so I was at home as everybody else, I couldn't go out. There wasn't much to do. I was looking at live entertainment on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, just trying to keep active. And I just thought, well, maybe I could do something for Pan. I keep seeing all these entertaining lives. And the idea was to do a competition. I wanted to bring the entertaining vibe of the traditional panorama, the epitome of these Steelpan competitions, to Instagram. So Panograma is actually a fusion of the two words panorama and Instagram, Panograma. And yeah, there I was hosting an international Steelpan competition. I had no idea it would explode like that. I just really wanted to bring some entertainment and try to help out some of those panists who could not go out to perform gigs and stuff like that and really earn some money. So those were the main reasons behind starting the competition. And now it has, grown exponentially. We're on television. We encompassed holistic development for all the participants and that sort of stuff. And we have established quite a number of professional relationships with organizations like Panchunbigo, of course, the Inter-American Development Bank, UWI Carimac. We have journalism students who do internships with us and that kind of stuff. So yeah, quite a lot has happened since the very first year.
Wow, that's incredible. That's absolutely incredible, and congratulations on that because I know that's such an endeavor. Is It's so rewarding to see that it can go and spread into something completely new because you have different avenues of communication and also showing the versatility of the instrument. It's really admirable. Really, really.
Most definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So for you, when you first started playing, because we all started playing and then afterwards we decided to do projects, but what was the first experience for you with Pan?
Well, when I was younger, I always had a liking for the instrument because I could remember tripping around the streets of Scarborough and Tobago. The bands would be coming through, playing the tunes, and it was always a sight for me that excited me. But even seeing it at that point, I wasn't drawn to it, to explore playing. But then I had my first encounter on a steel pan that my sister brought home, right? So she actually played before I got involved. So when I got home and I saw the instrument there, as anybody who is new to the instrument will do, I hit all the notes going wrong. And the first couple notes that I hit, to me, it sounded like the national anthem. So I was like, wait a minute, am I onto something here? So I started hit again, and I figured out the first couple notes of the national anthem, and I just stuck with it until I could play a little bit more. And yeah, the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago was the very first song that I learned on the steel pan, all by ear. And yeah, I was even more attracted to it. I wanted to figure out this instrument even more. I want to get more involved. So I was actually supposed to be playing the piano for CXC music exams. But because my piano teacher moved away, I had to get another instrument because I couldn't find another piano teacher. And there we have it. Steelpan was that next instrument. And, it took off from there after CXC music. Well, just around the time with CXC music exams, we started up the Bishop's High School Steel Orchestra. And that year, I also played in the National Panorama for the first time with Katzenjammer Steel Orchestra.
What was that like?
It was an amazing feeling, man. Just going down to the yard. Uh, all my classmates from primary school, they were in the band, so they were trying to get me to come down for the longest while until I finally gave in. And it was an awesome experience, going to the yard every day, learning the music. And that first year I played with them, they were actually in the large category still,
Okay.
you know. So we played in the yard, we qualified for the semifinals, so now we have to go to Trinidad. And I was blown away, man, when I saw Exodus, bands like Exodus and All Stars and them line off on the track. I was just like, oh, wow. I am here on the big stage. I am here on the big stage. Unfortunately, we didn't make it past the semifinals. And then as you know, Cats and Jammers went down to medium and they've been excelling ever since. But after that first year, I moved to Barbados, then I started playing pan in Barbados. Then we got opportunities to travel across the Caribbean. I played in Antigua, played in St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada. I went to St. Kitts and Nevis last year, and I served as the head judge for their panorama. So quite a number of opportunities have come my way. Because of the instrument, and then of course because of what I was able to accomplish with my competition Panograma.
Yes, yes, it's true. It comes from the heart. I think that's why it spreads so easily, and when you have that true love of something, it's you could say a bit contagious.
Yes.
Bit contagious. In a good way, definitely in a good way. So, me contacting you to be a judge for this event, what was your first reaction? Because I wasn't sure. I was like, can I contact him? Should I contact him? No, really, really, because when you watch from afar, sometimes you think maybe people are unapproachable, but you try anyway because I try. But I was just wondering from your side, what was that like?
I was just like, oh, here's another opportunity. And it was a reminder to me that my work out there speaks for itself, and when you do good work, people want to work with you. I could imagine that on the heels of Panograma, there were many other people who were possibly inspired by what I did because, there wasn't a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
And probably not at the level that I was executing at. People were doing lives. I remember Duvon. Duvon was always on Instagram doing
Yes.
certain things. And, I must big him up too because he gave me a really good moment um, when I just started promoting Panograma by advertising it, you
Yes.
know. Duvon and I did not have any sort of relationship before Panograma. He probably didn't even know I existed, as a player. I hadn't played with Renegades and, I would play with more the medium bands and the small bands and so forth. But when I heard he was advertising, I was like, wow, Duvon Stewart advertising my thing? Way boy. Yeah, boy, this gonna be nice. This will be nice. But no, when you reached out, I was like, yeah, another opportunity, a smile crept across my face. Um, I wouldn't say that head over heels for being an adjudicator, but I love analyzing music. I love listening to music. And that's what I do for all the panoramas. It doesn't matter so much to me who wins, who loses, and that kind of stuff, but I love to analyze music and take in all the performances.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, as I've been saying to other judges, we really wanted to have a different ear, from different players, from different points of view of how music's being played, to have a more worldly maybe view of what music is like, because we're trying to promote, pan in the world as being a versatile instrument that can play all types of music by all types of people. So that's why it's good to have different types of genres and things like that, because it's going to continue to evolve, and to spread out. I mean, it's in so many different countries, South Africa, and all the continents have been touched, right? So
Exactly.
that's what's so fascinating about this instrument, and that's why I get goosebumps from time to time for this instrument, because yeah, we've been bitten, and I think it will continue. And because it's a positive message that we're giving also to people, the youth. It doesn't matter what age you are, you can still partake of this instrument and be a part of this movement that's so large,
Exactly.
yeah, as we say, like a pan family, so but it's true that Panograma did inspire us too, at the same time of, okay, what is that going to look like, how do you judge something like this, who's involved, how, so we're still learning, we're still evolving, but we're so happy that you accepted to do it. And hopefully we'll continue to grow from this. um I don't know. Is there anything that you want to say in particular to the players this year? Because you're going to hear all the songs and make your decision about what we need to hear as to advice and remarks. Is there anything that you want to say to them that you might not say in your remarks before, because we haven't heard it yet? You will.
Yeah. Well, for me, with any competition, the most important thing is that you enjoy it. Enjoy the performance, enjoy the music, enjoy the moment. Competitions, unfortunately, there's gonna be a winner and a loser, you know. Somebody's gonna come second, third, fourth. How many bands we have? About 11.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna get ranked. No, all the bands can't come first. So you have to, as a player and as a band, you have to find that victory, that personal victory, that victory that is something that the band can celebrate outside of winning. You know, it could mean the band performing with far better technique. It could mean an improvement in the arrangement of the music, right? And this is something that I emphasize a whole lot with my competition, because I mean, yes, everybody would like to win the first prize package and the money and this and that, but I have seen so many benefits where just through the exposure, you can get opportunities by your participation. Maybe you learn something that is critical for your development. So that's what I would want to say to the participants, to all the bands. Enjoy the music, enjoy the moment, and just do your best.
Yes.
Take your personal victories out of the competition.
Personal victories. Definitely, definitely. I'm quite sure they'll be happy to hear that too, because when you're in a different country that's not from the Caribbean playing steel drums, sometimes we kind of feel a bit intimidated, think, can we be as good as, or but now we're realizing that it doesn't matter, because it's music. It's also music that's really important. So we're learning to also what's the word I'm looking for? We're also trying to find ways to be better at what we're doing, and also adding a different attitude or character to the music itself. I don't know if I make any sense what I'm saying.
No, that's very, very important, because while people might think about whether they are going to be as good as the steel bands in Trinidad and Tobago, for instance, I mean, it's important to learn from the leaders in the industry and so forth. But I also hope to have an experience where I consume music that has the French touch. I believe that that is your slogan, the French touch.
French touch.
So and maybe whatever the French touch is
Mm,
can be something that other countries can learn from as well. Music is so subjective, and there are so many different arranging techniques that you can use to convey your ideas. So while you may still be developing, maybe one of these arrangers, they do something that is like, wow. And
mm,
somebody in St. Kitts listens and say, maybe I'm gonna try that.
mhm.
Maybe somebody in Trinidad and Tobago hears that. I like what he did there. So just bring it, sprinkle your little flavor on it, and I'm looking forward to hearing everything.
The pot is very big. The pot is very big.
Oh,
Stir
nice.
it up a little bit, so it should be good. I think we have some good surprises this year for you. So,
Lovely, lovely.
and we're definitely looking forward to your remarks at the end of it. And wow, this is wow. I don't know what else to ask because I'm just so impressed by all of it. But really, really, thank you very much for your recommendations and your remarks on this because it's going to push us forward also. And also reunite everyone together because the idea, especially this year, is to bring joy to people. That's the biggest thing. I think everyone went into it this year saying, okay, I think we need. It's a competition, but at the same time, bring your energy of positivity into it. And I think everyone did that this year. There's a lot more smiles, a lot more smiles than the other two. But we're starting to learn how to do this yearly, something annually have this event, and we're really happy to have you a part of it for 2024.
Yes, I'm honored, and however I can help outside of being a judge this year, I'll be happy to. If you want to run ideas by me and so forth and get my opinion on anything, I'll be more than happy to help so that you can continue to grow and the product can definitely improve.
Well, I thank you so much for that. Ah, Nevin Roach, hearing. Thank you so very, very much. And yeah, we'll keep in touch, for all other information that will follow. Okay.
All righty.
All right. Thank you.